everyone, my name's Abby and welcome to Design for Growth, where we make everyday moments extraordinary through fashion, lifestyle, and personal growth. So, from fashionistas to hostesses, join me on this journey to elevate our lives. It's giving self-love. Let's grow together. Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today, I'm in my kitchen again just because I want to talk about how to romanticize your mornings. This is something that I've been working on for about a year now, and I have just found so much joy and happiness and fulfillment from it that I wanted to share it with you guys here. Honestly, I've seen so many people talk about romanticizing their lives or romanticizing, everyday tasks. And I wasn't a hater of it, but I wasn't a believer of it. It's not really about living in a movie or anything like that. It's really about just having some more intent behind everything that you do and making more time for you to really be able to live in the moment that you're in. So instead of me rushing off to work in the mornings, it's more like I get a moment to really gather myself and be with my thoughts and kind of think about how I want to start my mornings. In my corporate job, I am someone who would wake up at 6 a.m., be in the car by 6:30. I would skip breakfast most days, and if I did eat it, I'd eat it in the car or at my desk once I got to work. And I just really, really hated that. I always wanted to have my mornings be a more slow, more time for me to reflect and really start my day off the right way, but I just always assumed I didn't have enough time. And so, to my surprise, when I actually started doing this morning routine, I realized oh, I didn't need an extra 30 minutes or an extra hour. All I needed was 10 minutes. And it really does make a big difference for how you start your day and how you feel about the day. I'm trying to make this as authentic as possible. I still have my PJs on, so my plan is to walk you through what I do and just to show you how easy it is just to be more mindful of your mornings and the impact that it'll have on the rest of your day. So enough of me rambling, let's get into it. First thing on the menu, we're gonna be making toast. It's going to be a French baguette with a layer of a little bit of drizzle of olive oil, some burrata cheese, salt, pepper, tomatoes. It's gonna look really delicious. My other go-to is just a bowl of fruit and then a drink. So either a tea or I've been really into these probiotic drinks that I'll show you. I think realistically, I'm not gonna be a person who has time to cook something up, some grand meal. That's not gonna be me, especially when I go back to work. I'm never gonna have enough time. I'm never gonna wake up early enough to do that. And so when I was thinking about this routine, I was I need to make sure that whatever I make is always quick and easy, but also leaves me feeling fulfilled. Does that make sense? Cool. So I'm gonna get everything out of the refrigerator and then we'll get started. And I got the bread. So I have my French bread. My favorite type of, I'm really picky about bread. I really am. I hate sourdough. Don't come for me. I know. I know there's a big sourdough making cult out there. I went to Whole Foods and they have these French demi baguettes, which is just half a baguette. So if you're not gonna use the whole baguette, you can have these smaller ones. Perfect. I have some strawberries and some blackberries, pineapples, my burrata, and an heirloom tomato. These are all super simple. Most of it is pre-prepared to make it as easy as possible. So When I say hassle-free, I mean hassle-free. Yeah, so let's get into this. I'm gonna move you guys a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. One thing that I think is pretty great about romanticizing or just being more intentional about your mornings is, for me, I need it to be like visually appealing. So I use like really beautiful plates that whenever I look at them, they bring me joy. These are from Ralph Lauren, and it's part of their Mandarin Blue collection, I guess. And every time I eat anything out of this, it just brightens my day. And I just, just try to do little small things like that to make me a little bit happier. Okay, cool. Now that I have everything washed and prepped, we can get started. I'm gonna start with the baguettes. Oops. Not the smoothest opening, but I have my bread knife here, and I'm just gonna cut this in half. This demi baguette is so small that it's like the perfect size. And I'll save this for my partner if he also wants some this morning. One thing that's been really lovely, actually, is that both me and my partner have been trying to be more intentional about our morning. So we eat breakfast together, and I just love it. It is such a good way to start your morning with the person that you love, just talking to them and really like listening to them. So some mornings we'll just sit outside, have our teas together, have our breakfast, and just kind of like enjoy the outdoors, but then also enjoy each other's presence. It's so good. I don't know why I didn't do it before. So basically you're just gonna cut this in half and you're gonna put this in the toaster oven. So mine is right behind me. So while that's going, I'm just going to prep the tomato. So I'm using these heirloom tomatoes. It kind of reminded me of like the Loewe tomatoes just because it's so beautiful. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, it's so nice, just so scrumptious looking. Yeah, and I realized to get a nicer like presentation, it's good. I'll use this bread knife. It's good to cut the tomato horizontally. Oh, such a beautiful color. I could use another knife, but I'm not. There we go. Oh, so beautiful. And I'm making two just because I know my partner will want some later, but look at these tomatoes. They are so beautiful. Yeah, just the color is so wonderful. Yeah. Oh, and our toast is done. Perfect. Ooh, ooh, hot, hot, hot. So our toast is done. I like mine a little brown for sure. Yeah, and I'm gonna get you guys in a little closer so you can see this. Okay, so now we're just gonna put everything together. So what I'm gonna do now is, this is so simple. I'm going to open the burrata. I have this brand burrata. It has black truffles in it. I decided to try that. Normally I don't really do the black truffle ones. Oops, I suck at this. Luckily I have this knife. Yeah. There we go. Two is really good enough just for me and my partner. Normally what I'll do is just cut this burrata into fours. Burrata is so good, just the creamy inside. Ooh, I'm excited. It smells so good. Oh, okay. This is not a simple process, but you're just gonna get the burrata. Oops. And just put it on top. So you can do this two ways, I feel like. You can get the burrata, put that on top, and just put the tomato on top. Ooh, let me taste this. So good. Or the other way is just to get your tomato. I'm gonna cut this, I think I'm gonna cut this in half, yeah. Cut it in half and just place a big chunk of tomato onto your plate first and then top it with the burrata. So this is this one, that one's done, and then this one requires that on top. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just like this. So good. Let me move this. Oh, that truffle is so good. These are the options. And just to top it off, let's drizzle some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Let's just drizzle a little olive oil on top of here. Let's drizzle just a little bit, just a little bit. Perfect. And then salt. Perfect. And then pepper. Okay. Okay, so this is the burrata and tomato toast. Super easy, takes about like 5 minutes to make. You have your tomatoes, your fresh tomatoes, that creamy, beautiful burrata, and then just top it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Chef's kiss. Also, you could easily change the burrata out for cottage cheese if you want to be a little bit more healthier. Let's put that aside and let's get working on the fruit salad. So normally I would have some yogurt and then I'll top my fruit, put my fruit on, but today I'm just gonna have just a plain fruit salad. And instead of just like mixing all the fruit together, I like to kind of decorate it a little. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Here is for the fruit salad. So we have our strawberries, pre-cut pineapple, and blackberries. Let's just start with these. So what I like to do is, of course, I'm gonna de-stem them. And these are like really big strawberries, so I'm going to cut them into 4s. Oh, these are gonna be so tasty. I don't know why these strawberries are so big. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to. Okay, yeah. And so I just make like a little design. Next, I can go in with, oops. The pineapple. I know this is silly, but it really brings me a lot of joy, and so I do it. And it doesn't even take that much longer than me normally making a fruit salad, so it's a win-win. Yeah, there we go. Then just a small one right here. Perfect. And then lastly, we have our blackberries. Just gonna put our blackberries on top. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And that's our fruit bowl. Something just simple and easy, but it makes a big difference when you're like eating it in the morning. I just do little things like this just because it brings me joy, and it really doesn't take that much extra time to do. And I usually just, if it's a gloomy day, I'll eat at the breakfast table, either by myself or with my partner, but today is a beautiful day, so we're gonna go outside and just kind of soak in the morning and start the day intentionally. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you guys, before I go out there, I wanted to show you guys what I normally drink. So normally, I'll have tea in a like cute little tea saucer. Hold on, let me show you. Most mornings I'll have tea in this cute little saucer. It's so cute, and with the matching teacup. And we'll make a big pot of tea, honestly. We have one of these that is, I don't know, it's just old and wonderful. Actually, there's tea in here already. I think it's Darjeeling, but just, I don't know, boiling your tea in something like this is just so amazing, and then you pour it out and you have it. That's one option, and usually that is my morning routine. But today I wanted to show you guys these Wild Wonder. This is the brand, and they are a prebiotic and probiotic sparkling drink that I've been drinking, and I love starting my mornings with these sometimes because they are pretty healthy. They're only 40 calories, low on sugar. You get your fiber, you get 5 grams of fiber plus the pre and probiotics, and it doesn't taste bad. So I normally get like 2, so I'll probably have one on a Monday and then one on a Friday just to celebrate. But yeah, and one thing that I do is have it in a fancy glass, so putting it in here. So you'll see that outside. But just doing little special things like that to like make you look forward to the mornings and make yourself like happy and excited to like, I don't know, start your day. And I think that was definitely something I was missing. And I'm happy that like I've gotten into the routine of doing it. And yeah. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you guys some of the teas that I buy. I'm a mint tea person. My partner loves a good Darjeeling, but at Whole Foods they have ginger mint, which I really like. It's really nice. A little like different from just the pure peppermint or the Moroccan mint that I get. And then this one is one that I am excited to try. I haven't tried it, but my partner has, and he thinks it's really good. It's Hibiscus Glow by the Women's Co-op. It's just tea. Let's go outside. I'll show you what I do out there. Okay. This is how I start my mornings, and I hope this video helps someone just like take a moment, reclaim your mornings. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as this, but whatever it is, if it's eating breakfast at home, making yourself your favorite drink, trying out a new drink, whatever makes you happy and makes you start your morning right and start your morning with like intent. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. So leave any comments below on if you found this helpful, or if you've tried this, or how have you been trying to romanticize your life. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.